Welcome back, everyone, for my third installment of my Witcher playthrough walkthrough. So where we left off last time was we did all of the quests leading up to getting ready to attack this griffin that we got going on, the Beast of the White Orchard, right? So if we go over right here, we got basically everything done up to just gotta talk to Vesemir, which really that kind of just starts it. A few things real quick though that I kind of want to go over just before we start that is since my last video there, my part 2, I did do a little bit of things around. As you see, I actually kind of just did all of the little discovery points for the most part. I would highly recommend this for White Orchard. Not necessarily before you take on the Griffin. I mean, of course that makes the fight a little easier, but overall that fight is just kind of easy to begin with. But just kind of before moving on in the game, I would recommend going around, especially if anything, get these places of power. There are, I believe, 5 of them. We got this one up top, that's 2 right there, 3, 1 is over here, 4, and then, well actually, so we got 6, we got 5, and then the 6th one, which I left up. As you see, everything's kind of grayed out. That means it is finished or completed, and then if it's still white, that means there's still something to be done. Now, of course, that is just in reference to the places of discovery. Of course, other like main key points will stay white. So I left that open just so we could go do that real quick, just to show you what it's like. A few different things, of course, with them. Sometimes there are like monster nests nearby. Sometimes there are just maybe a few enemies, and then other times it's just there, and you just find it and have to draw from it. And the main reason why, of course, you see it gives you the buffs that I have going on up there in the top left, which they really just enhance your signs. But mainly you just want that character point that they give. And so, let me try to get over here. Here we go. Some technical difficulties, in which I'll go ahead and get this one. Now this one is guarded by a bear, and so let's go attack him real quick. He's just having a snooze, a little bit of hibernation. So bears, as you see, they're pretty intense in this game, absolutely massive, and have tons of health. So I would suggest just riding Igni on this. As you see, of course, you won't get the burn every single time, but burn damage is just so nice against bears. And then also just make sure you move around quite a bit. Also, I'd suggest when you have a burn going on, oh, I got hit there. When you have a burn going on with an enemy, just wait a couple of seconds. You see me do it a couple times here. Let the damage actually go through. As soon as you start hitting him again, it actually just kind of negates that burn over time, and it doesn't do any additional damage. So also they kind of are stunned for a little bit, so that helps out in some fights. Anyways, we got the bear there. It looks like he had a little bit of a snack on the horse, and this poor fella who has a saddle. Okay, but anyways, so this is what a place of power looks like. The color changes depending on the sign that it represents, and so I'm just gonna hold E to draw, and I gain an ability point. So let's actually go into the character sheet that I'll talk about again real quick here, just to kind of give a rundown. I could spend a whole video going over all the different skills, but obviously you just have the main categories. We got alchemy, signs, and then combat. Honestly, there is no like best way in my opinion. Just do what you like, you know. It's honestly your playstyle, what you enjoy. Some things are a little more helpful, I'd say, but overall, like, you could go full in combat and still do just fine, even on Death March. Same with signs, same with alchemy. I kind of like move around a little bit. And then, again, going back to, I think it was in my previous video, I talked about this gourmet talent. I would highly recommend getting this in the very beginning. And then I usually always will keep it, just because the eating food regenerates vitality for 20 minutes is huge. You know, we're going from like 10 seconds to 20 minutes. That is awesome, especially on Death March, where meditation does not regenerate health, and so you kind of just always have this passive heal going on at all times. You also have a couple other ones that, again, from the beginning would be somewhat beneficial. The strong back is good because it just increases the weight to 60, So that would almost double what I have going on right now. And then also you have Survival Instinct, which increases maximum vitality by 500. You know, that one, it's kind of good. I'll go real quick over here to inventory. You see I'm at 3,700, and that's actually with the 100 bonus I got right now. So, you know, I mean, it's about a 7th more, which of course makes a difference. I instead decided to go ahead and get a head start on some of the alchemy talents that I like. One of the best ones that I prefer personally is this refreshment one, just because it gives you that heal anytime you use a potion. In my opinion, that's been very helpful on some bosses in Death March. So I just went ahead and I got the heightened tolerance. Just does some minor things, like increases the potion threshold. And then, of course, any of these will increase potion duration time. But again, it doesn't really matter. I'm going to probably just go summon the strong attack, so on and so forth. But since I don't have any other additional slots unlocked, I'm just going to keep that point. I'm not going to use it right now. And then I'll actually go into a little bit of mutagens later. So for now, let's just go ahead. Let's pop on Roach right here, and we'll head back and talk to Vesemir so we can get this rolling. Just to reiterate kind of what I said earlier in one of my other videos. Now, right now I'm riding the horse, but again, if you're going around and doing all the discovery points in White Orchard, I would highly recommend just walking, so that way you can get all of these herbs that you pass along the way. I did so, and really all that does is, it just, you know, it cuts out the need to find them later, and whether it be buying them from a merchant. Okay, whoa, dude, like, put your sword back. Whoops, I hit the wrong one. I guess he's about to attack a goose or something. I did not hit that. But, you know, it just eliminates the need to find them in any form. Just for a little extra time here. So let's get this going.
Yes? What is it, Wolf?
Been busy with the Griffin contract.
And?
Let's do it.
I'm ready. No point in waiting. Let's find a good spot to ambush it.
Picked one out already. Other side of the stream. There's fields and a grove. Plenty of room and far enough so no one will get in our way.
Good. Meet you there.
Me there. Alright. Oh, look at that. We got Thunderbolt. In which, ooh, I forget the shortcut for alchemy, but we'll just... Oops, should have went the other way. Also, again, kind of going back to the discovery points, it's good because you just get some of the basic recipes. Get a couple different oils. Oh goodness, I haven't even done Swallow. Swallow is a huge one. You want to get Swallow just because, again, it's basically like the classic potion. It increases vitality generation. It is a must. So let me go ahead and make that. And I'm not going to really worry about anything else. I'll have a little more in-depth explanation about all the different potions, decoctions, everything else that we can do. So let's go ahead, find where old Vesemir ran off to. Oh, there. Whoa. All right.
A stream, amber waves of grain. Charming place. Perfect for an ambush.
I know how to choose them. So, ready?
All right. Here we go.
Let's start. Wind's good. Bait scent will spread.
Okay, let's be honest. The wind is always good in this game. It's just moving non-stop.
Wait. Come on. We can cower in the shade of those birches.
So tell me, once we find Yennefer, what'll you do? Got your eye on a contract?
No. I'll go to Kaer Morhen.
Little early to settle in for the winter.
Snows are a way off, yes. And that's what worries me. Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Puts them maybe a week's march from Kaer Morhen. If they reach the valley before snows can cover the passes, well, we need to cover our tracks, hide our paths. Speaking of winter and wintering, think you'll come this year?
Maybe. Might bring a guest.
I'm gonna bring that little fake sheep so we can have a meal. Fine craftsmanship there. Wow, we had to wait a long time.
Hear that? It's close.
Let's go give it a warm welcome.
Wait. Take this.
Here we go.
Crossbow.
Got a crossbow.
Won it in a card game while you ran around. Might come in handy.
Gambling?
How about that? Always lectured us on the evils, but you're a gambler yourself.
Stop talking. Got a griffin to kill.
Changing the subject.
Watch out.
Oh, okay. This is right there. Alright, first I'm gonna go ahead. Well, let me get the potions. So you can have multiple potions equipped in your slots. I'm gonna go ahead and put just all 3 of them there. And let's... if you hit tab, it kind of does it slow. It gives you all the info on your HUD. And so let's see. Thunderbolt increases sign damage. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. So that way we can get, and also it shows the timer there. So we can get the, I want Igni rolling. Because again, it's kind of cheap. I mean, it is really cheap. Let's wait. So we gotta wait for him to start flying towards you.
It's about to die.
And then you just, well, guess he missed. I'm not gonna do the manual. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. That was kind of strange. I'm just gonna go for it. But kind of going back to what I was saying with the bear with Igni's fire damage and how just let it roll, and then also for boss fights it's just super easy because then they're kind of stunned for a second, and so you're able to kind of reposition unless you have Vesemir hitting them. We're just gonna move around a little bit. Hey. Come and face me like a griffin. He's gonna run away here pretty soon. Ooh, that hurt. Gonna hop around like a little bunny rabbit. Alright. He's somehow getting me with those side hooks. I need to start dodging a little better there. Alright. So far, so good. As I said, this is like, this is the first kind of main boss fight in the beginning here, and it is difficult. You gotta be careful. If I wasn't dodging so much there, I definitely would have died. But overall, it is pretty simple, especially just because you have the help of Vesemir, who does make quite a bit of difference. Roach, you should have charged him. Oh, I had to reload. All right. There we go. Okay. Sometimes, well, we'll just let them burn. Sometimes you have to kind of wait a second after firing for the auto reload. Otherwise, it doesn't do it. Oh, I thought you faked me out. I thought he was gonna fly in the air. I'll do that. I got him cornered against the ledge. Oh, what a jerk. Face the right way, man. Alright, well, that's about that. Also, what that does is that if you plan on doing strong attacks, they do take an additional second to get going, just about. And so when they're on fire, that kind of allows you the opportunity to kind of get that set. All right, good stuff.
Not bad. Not bad. Though you could stand to improve some things.
Let's ask what.
For example,
Upward vertical strike. It's too obvious. But more on that later. Take the Griffin's head to the Black Ones. I'll ready our horses. Meet me at the inn.
It's too obvious. All right. Well, okay, there we go. He's gonna cut him open. Something tells me for like a griffin, maybe you should use your sword, dude, if you're gonna cut the head off. That, I mean, okay, I know that's kind of gross to look at, but he had a little pocket knife, you know? I mean, it was a hunting knife, but still, like, use a sword, man. He's over there sawing for like 10 minutes when he could have just did a couple hacks. Anyway, hey, who am I? I'm not a witcher. I don't know these things. Well, we'll take the road. Horses aren't very amphibious. What up, dudes? You like the griffin head? See, look at that. Just rolling around with the griffin. Can't get a great shot because it's zooming in too much, but
giddy up.
kind of gross. So a little bit of a fear factor, I guess. I mean, just imagine after like a week or two, like how badly that thing would stink. I mean, let alone a couple days, but ugh. Anyways. Let's try to do some jumps over. Some guys doing push-ups. So why not?
Stop. Make way.
Time for some true colors.
What the hell is this?
Right.
You take me for a blind man or a fool? This grain is rotten.
I didn't know.
So, a fool. Damn it, you never learn. Military Codex, Article 2, Section 3. For the delivery of defective goods, 15 lashes with a knout. Make it so.
Oh, no, no! By the gods, no!
Poor feller.
What?
Yeah, not my business.
Fulfilled my end of the bargain. Your turn. Where'd Yennefer go? To Vesemir. She was a day's ride from here the whole time? Under my nose? Might have said so. Yes, I might have. But you would not have killed the griffin. Tit for tat. Halt! We are not done. It's yours, this gold. I would not want you to say you were inadequately compensated.
Oh, yeah, we're taking the coin. I'm not above that. He may be a little bit of a jerk, but hey, money. Oh, where's it coming from? It's over there. Oh, it's right there. We'll leave him to it. I mean, I get it. It's kind of a peasant type of thing. But come on, man. Like, you didn't check the grain? That's like the number one thing. Anyways, let's go ahead. Hop on here. Oh, I also leveled up. Okay, I think it's the kind of good thing about getting additional points before you get a slot is you can get one ranked up a little bit before, just because. So, for instance, if I want to do the strength training, 5%, that's not very much. Of course, it's a growing type thing, you know what I mean? But if you can already put 3 points into it before you get it there, that helps out, instead of getting 5 and kind of just waiting a little bit for it to grow, you already put it in at an advanced level. Dude, out of the way. What up? Oh, okay. Time to go cross country here. So we're just gonna head back, as it says. Now we're back to the main storyline quest here of the lilac and gooseberries, and so we're done with White Orchard. Put your sword away, man. You're gonna frighten people. Whoa! Whoa! Don't know what's going on here. Oh, goodness.
Go, go.
Okay. So I'm glad this is I don't know exactly what's happening, but apparently I'm gonna have to reload, but apparently you guys do not jump over this. We'll just say it right now. Let me go ahead. I think the loading is right. It is. It's right here. So let's reload this real fast. I think they optimized this game because it does not take nearly as long to load as it used to. So I don't really mind keeping it on the loading screens, but that was quite interesting. Man, thankful for autosave. That kind of brings up a good point as we listen to this poor guy get whipped again. Is that save often in this, especially if you're playing on Death March, and especially even more so. We're just gonna fast travel if you're doing the discovery points, just because, man, you never know what's around in that next one. And there's been many times where, you know, you'll just get on a roll, you keep going, you're doing well, and then you come across just a particularly hard one, you die, and then you realize that, you know, you haven't saved in like 30 minutes, and it's frustrating. Been there many times. So save often. It will autosave when you meditate and complete quests and stuff, but other than that, it does not. So if you're just venturing around for a while, it will not.
Yennefer's in Vesemir. Got a few friends there, so... Something wrong?
Look around. Trouble brewing.
Time to go.
Time we were on our way.
I'll buy some provisions for the journey, then we'll go. Geralt, we should stay out of it, just this once.
What happened to the lilies?
Took him down.
Took them down to hang a golden sun there now.
I cannot show Temerian colours. They'll come and burn the tavern down.
Maybe it's true what they say. You fond of the Imperials? You Nilfgaard's whore?
Man, rude.
I'll let that pass. I know grief eats at your heart.
You know shit. They hanged my sister, dragged her out the cloister like a dog. Said Nilfgaard's no place for superstition, that they don't fear the wrath of the gods. And you, do you fear it? If not for Annie, your child would have choked on its navel string. You owe your son to my sister attending to the birth, and you don't fear the gods' wrath.
Whoa.
You don't fear it, you cunt!
Man, a little upset there.
Leave me be!
Recognize this medallion? You know what it means. Back off.
You alright?
They say witches steal young'uns. That true. What the Emperor promise you, freaks? Your own land? Like he did the elves once?
Get out, all of you.
We ain't going nowhere.
Always the same thing.
They won't back down now.
I can see that.
Well, here we go. I think I'll just burn them. It's really good in tight spaces. It's just, again, it's one of those... Man, it is just... It's too easy. It sets everyone on fire, all that. Oh. That's, a little gross.
It's alright. It's over.
Leave me be! Get away!
A little too friendly there, Geralt.
See his face! God save us!
Be gone, and don't ever come back.
So much for not getting involved. Come on, let's go.
Oh, hello.
That brawl, we didn't start it.
Excuses, excuses. You've not changed a bit.
Yen? How?
I received a report about a witcher who'd appeared in White Orchard. I knew it was you, looking for me. I might have waited until you found me, but... well, you know me. Patience has never been my strong suit. It's... good to see you, Geralt. I'd even embrace you. Were you not?
Hey, hold on now.
blood?
I am not
Sorry.
covered in blood.
Wasn't expecting to see you.
The armor is
To be
pristine.
honest, this isn't at all how I imagined we'd meet.
How did you imagine it?
You didn't imagine you'd have a Nilfgaardian escort. Don't get me wrong, Yennefer. I'm glad to see you. But I do think you owe us an explanation.
And I shall provide it. In Vesemir. Ready your horses.
Uh-oh.
We can talk here. Some charming orchards nearby. In bloom even, so you almost can't smell the corpses.
A tempting proposition. Sadly, I must say no. You see, someone awaits you in Vesemir. Someone who doesn't like to be kept waiting. Emperor Emir var Emrys. Or, to those on more intimate terms with him, the white flame dancing on the graves of his foes.
Doubt
A
I
little
number
intense.
among that group. Far as I remember, last time we saw each other, he wanted to kill me.
Well, now he wishes to make you an offer.
The kind one can't refuse.
I didn't, though I could have.
Oh, man. All so mysterious.
Fine. Guess I'm willing to hear him out.
The Emperor of Nilfgaard, Lord of Metina, Ebbing, and Gamera, Sovereign of Nazaire and Vicovaro will feel honored, I'm sure.
What about you?
I'm going in the opposite direction. I somehow doubt the Emperor's invitation mentioned me. Besides, I've got things to do at Kaer Morhen, remember?
Yeah, I remember. Thanks for your help, Vesemir. See you soon.
How's your horse? Swift?
Can't complain. Why do you ask?
I'd like to be back behind some thick city walls as soon as possible.
All right. Moving on. Oh, you see the medallion? It's going crazy.
You know, I had a dream about you recently.
Knowing you, it was probably filthy.
Oh my.
Just the beginning. But then...
But then...
Oh. Oh, that's not fun. Oh, those poor horses. Alright, yeah, dude, you definitely don't want to jump over. You're gonna get suspended and stuck in air.
Talk of this tomorrow, all right? After the audience.
This bard's tale begins near White Orchard.
Hey, we already know about this. Alright, well, you know, as soon as actually it loads in, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just stop it there. And we'll pick this back up after it. So, while he's going on telling his little spiel, I'm just going to say thanks for watching and stay tuned for more. Bye, guys.